And it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's done. Steps away to find some room. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Barrels ahead. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
As a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare every game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Bond. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Pena. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
It's so hard to force. And when you do, you so badly want to get. Ball, and you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Black, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield. It's done. Extending the play. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hodges. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He's looking to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Reeder. Touchdown, Tar Heels! A great catch and run for 6. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They boot it away on 4th down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's done. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Reeder. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarter.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give out of the gun. Knocked off his feet.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, shoot up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, UNC.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to pass, it's Pena. Got his man. Runs through a tackle. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Turning it on. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Pena. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Takes the grab on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. You know they're feeling good about this drive. They picked up a couple of 1st downs. Now they've got it at the 40. Wants to throw again. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo here for the offense. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Bond. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tigers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Scanning the field, it's done. Looking to buy time. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to start this drive with a pass. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
And the Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Pena. Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Off-play action on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
North Carolina, 35, Clemson.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes the grab deep. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
42, Clemson, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bond. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Pena. Gets it out quickly. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Bond.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Clemson will send the punt team out. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hodges. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Tar Heels are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Picks up the first down. Still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
49, Clemson, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back to throw, it's Booker. Oh, they're after him. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Gonna swing it on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the grab. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. With jet sweep pass. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pulls it in. It's Moss. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's done. Quarterback now breaking the field. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give and tick, 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 tick.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He'll get rid of it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Kick is in the air. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's done. He makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Adams. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.